discounts, big selection, and really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down. And you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down. And payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Are you ready? At Marguerite's, we've been designing and crafting custom jewelry for 4 generations. It's an art for master jewelers. There's really no room for error. It doesn't matter how big the diamond is. You don't expect anything less than perfection. What matters is quality, beauty, and value. After all these decades, your engagement ring is still our greatest pride. Marguerite's exquisite jewelry.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa Know-How. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa Know-How team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Know-how, Napa Know-How.
Discounts, big selection, and really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down. And you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down. And payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Are you ready? At Marguerite's, we've been designing and crafting custom jewelry for 4 generations. It's an art for master jewelers. There's really no room for error. It doesn't matter how big the diamond is. You don't expect anything less than perfection. What matters is quality, beauty, and value. After all these decades, your engagement ring is still our greatest pride. Marguerite's exquisite jewelry.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa know-how. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa know-how team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Napa know-how. Big discounts, big selection, and really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down. And you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down. And payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Are you ready?
At Marguerite's, we've been designing and crafting custom jewelry for 4 generations. It's an art for master jewelers. There's really no room for error. It doesn't matter how big the diamond is. You don't expect anything less than perfection. What matters is quality, beauty, and value. After all these decades, your engagement ring is still our greatest pride. Marguerite's exquisite jewelry.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa know-how. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa know-how team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Napa know-how.
Good game. That's a strange line. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Today in LA. I hope you're doing well today as we are speaking to you from our studios on South Brundage Street in Troy, Alabama, and on Facebook across the country, across the nation, across the world. And if you want to watch our show, call your friends wherever they are in Helsinki or in Pompeii or wherever, or New York City. Yeah. In fact, we had a call the other day from New York City. So our show's getting out all over the place, brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass. And right now we're awaiting my good friend Jason Gregory. And the show does go on. Neil's here this morning, and we appreciate him so much. And, of course, a lot of games to pick. In fact, this is a good week in high school and college football. And
it's the best week of college football so far.
So far, but everything like I mentioned yesterday on the show, Neil, everything is narrowing down. If LSU does what they're supposed to do this weekend, the LSU-Alabama game could be the biggest, most biggest game maybe in the last 25 years, 30 years of college football.
Be huge.
Yeah, but Auburn's still got to travel to LSU as well before that game.
I agree, but let me just say this. If LSU does what they're supposed to do, and, of course, Alabama does what they're supposed to do, this ticket, and you had those season tickets to this, this ticket could be the biggest ticket in college football history.
It could.
I mean, your friends that have season tickets to Alabama games they might be worth at least $1,000.
It could be.
Well, we've had 6 tickets to Alabama games for 20 years
this year,
so
we got rid of them.
For a whole season if we'd have sold them.
But what I'm saying, people did not realize the value of this ticket.
You never do when you get your season tickets. Which games are going to be?
Yeah, that's right. Well, you can almost tell that, but because the season tickets are not real attractive, except for maybe a couple of the Auburn-Alabama game and the LSU-Alabama game, and it's going to be something to...
How would you like to be an Auburn season ticket holder and have Georgia and Alabama on your show?
Oh, I know it. Exactly. And of course, Auburn, lost this past week, and everybody thinks Florida's going. I think LSU's going to just rock Florida. I think they'll just shut them down. I really do. That's the way I look at it. What is your feeling?
Well, I don't think Florida's going to score a lot of points on LSU. I think you're right. LSU's going to shut them down. But I also think that LSU is going to shut Florida down. I think it could be a very low-scoring game, just like the Auburn-Florida game. I think both teams around 20 or under, 20 to 16, 19, 16, 17, 14, something along in there.
Yeah.
I think both teams score under 20.
But,
LSU's offense is so explosive.
I know it. That's right.
But what they did against Auburn just cannot be denied. You can't overlook what they did to Auburn.
Yeah. And, and then you're exactly right.
A freshman quarterback, and a senior quarterback that's putting up just unbelievable numbers at LSU.
Who is cocky as he can be. And
Joe Burrow.
That's right. He's cocky as he can be. He believes. And, you can tell that this is exactly where he wants to be in this situation. And he's going to be a very popular quarterback before it's over, especially if he could find a way to beat Alabama. What if LSU beat Alabama? What would it do to
man. That would vault him. I tell you what, that would vault him straight up to the top of the Heisman race if that team won that game.
No question about it. We're going to give away a Yeti cooler today. Compliments of Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass, and it'll be sometime during this show. So you sit back and get by your phones, and there will be a couple of trivia questions that you're going to need to answer in order to get this Yeti cooler. The Yeti cooler, of course, is sitting right next to me, and it is heavy. You think you got ice in it, but this Yeti cooler, if you'll still take a look, is a wonderful cooler. And the thing about it is so heavy. What do you do when you put ice in it? Well, but it is a cooler that if you ice down a drink on Monday, it's still iced down the next Monday. Is that right?
That's right. That's the technology behind it.
Yeah.
They're not really built to tote around. They're built to sit at the campsite.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sit tie them down to the back of your truck, or they're just not mobile.
Yeah.
That's
right. That's right. But they're of course, every car, used car, and new car and truck at Premier, if you buy a car or a truck from them, they give you a Yeti cooler. And thanks to our good friend Jason Gregory, we're giving away every week on this show a Yeti cooler. So it'll be in the early. A few moments away. Is that
games last night on Thursday night, more than normal. You had Blunt. They beat Gus Shorts 39-0. Briarwood Christian beat Parker out of Birmingham 38-28. Childersburg beat Elmore County 44-22. Danville beat DAR, Daughters of the American Republic.
And that's up on the mountain there. Yeah.
Yeah. Donahoe out of Anniston beat Talladega County 33-6. Other scores: Fort Payne beat Buckhorn in overtime 36-35. James Clemens out of Huntsville beat Grissom out of Huntsville 63-0. LaFleur beat Wilcox Central 58-0. The big Providence game last night. Monroe Academy beat Macon East 35-28.
Oh boy, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Muscle Shoals has got a great team. Their quarterback's going to Nebraska. Their linebacker's going to Alabama. Muscle Shoals won 45-0. Pelham beat Jackson Olin 38-7. Prattville destroyed Jeff Davis 45.
Oh, they're good.
Prattville's back, aren't
That's
they?
right. They're back. They're back.
St. Louis beat my favorite school, Fruitdale, 66-52. Orsby beat Fayetteville 42-14. Wetumpka beat Benjamin Russell 33-20. Williamson out of Mobile beat W.S. Neal 34-16. Winterboro 43, Appalachian 26. So that's your wrap up of Thursday night.
Yeah, that and a McDonald's cup of coffee will set the day all right now by itself. Of course, most of those North Alabama schools, and you know, I'm sure it was fairly cool and pleasant up there.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
What's our temperature right now, Steve? I think it was right at 60 degrees.
It was 60 when we came in. Let's see.
When we came in, and
what is the temperature in Troy, Alabama?
What do they do? They go to the airport?
Still
Where do they
60.
get the temperature in Troy?
At the airport. 60 degrees.
60 degrees. So, hey, you know what I like about it? I had my yard mowed yesterday, and I told him, I said, here's your check. I hope I don't see you again until spring. and what happens is, thank goodness for these cold spells, because it kills the grass.
It makes it stop growing.
And hey, the grass, at least I'm not paying for until maybe April or May.
Yeah.
But to have my grass killed.
Our grass is dead because we hadn't had rain in about 40 days down here. I mean, everybody's grass is dead.
Well, Troy and Pike County is about the same. And do we have any rain in the forecast?
Saturday and Sunday, 30% Saturday, 40% Sunday.
Yeah. Of course, Neil Armstrong's with us today. Neil does something, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of people don't realize that you do. You've been officiating for years, but you also are in charge of the sticks. We used to call them the sticks, but the chains at Troy University football games.
Right, I've been doing that for about 15 years. I really enjoy that. I'm actually the statistician for the officials.
Yeah.
I keep up with what.
So you know, when that official used to write it down, now you do that.
I do that. That's
right. You remember when they used to write it down? They take up a bunch of time doing it.
Yeah, and so I am. A lot of people are there watching the game. Of course, I'm watching the game too, but my job is to watch the officials.
Yeah. Now, and of course, you know the personalities of a lot of teams that come in here, and some of them are good and some of them are bad, and some of them are nice and some of them are pretty profane.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us, like Arkansas State when they came in there, you know, a bunch of hard-nosed guys. How did they act?
Arkansas State was really professional. They were, of course, now they were hyper and rowdy and.
Were they excited about beating Troy?
They were very excited about beating Troy.
You would have thought they had beat won a world championship, wouldn't you?
But their coaching staff was calm, cool, and collective, and they very professional.
Yeah. Now, how about Southern Miss? How did they act?
Same, about the same. But everybody this year has been real professional.
Yeah,
real professional. Been real pleased with the coaching staffs that have come in this year.
Now, I want to ask you a second. Of course, you've officiated for many years and everything. Of course, the rules are. I reckon they're starting to change.
They change a little.
With the way you
I
hit
try to keep up with it, though.
You know, the reason you wear that helmet is to protect your head, and of course, when you're hitting somebody, your head's going to get involved, and whether or not it's intentionally or it's accidental. But review that incident at Missouri. I was at the game, and they made the press made such a huge thing over our guy tackling their quarterback and him getting hurt and having to leave the game. The video replay at the stadium and on TV, everything I've seen, shows the Troy guy being actually knocked into the guy, and it just so happens that his head was below the ankle, which, you know, a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's where you got to hit them and bring them down, pretty much.
Yeah, you got. There's all those officials are clinicked all summer and all spring on certain things, and one of the main things is protect the quarterback, protect the quarterback, protect the quarterback. Yeah. And sometimes the judgment of the officials gets involved in calls like was in Troy.
Exactly.
And when it's happening 100 miles an hour, and
exactly,
and all those officials are protect the quarterback, and sometimes you don't see.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. He might have got blocked into him right there.
Yeah.
And the Missouri fans had a fit. And
Did you know that there was an email? Listen to this, Mike. There was an email saying that they hope Troy's jet crashed. Did you know that? Did you hear that?
A death threat?
That's pretty.
Have y'all heard that?
That's pretty malicious.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That some stupid fan would say something like that over.
The only thing he did is once he got there, he had his arm underneath him, and he kind of just like shot his arm up real fast and hit his leg.
Which he was excited about the tackle, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't tackle him. He got rid of the ball, and they scored a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, it was just one of those plays.
It was late. What he did was late. I mean, it should have got a personal foul. I mean, my issue, was targeting last year. Is when they called targeting, they wouldn't take away the 15-yard penalty. But this year, after they review the play and it's not targeting, the play doesn't exist. The penalty doesn't count. So that's my biggest. That was the best rule they changed in college football to me this year.
Okay, this past week, Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Trucks Picks of the Week brought to you by Ram Trucks on the bypass right here in Troy. And boy, what a beautiful selection of cars and trucks to choose from. The owner, Jason Gregory, came in there at 19-8, which was not bad.
Ain't bad at all.
This is the show that we did where Bill Rice was the anchor that day. Of course, you were gone, and Mike and I did our deal from the
beach.
Did you ever give yourself a grade on that?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Final score was Bill Rice 20-7. So he'll go down and winning that week right here on our show. Of course, we got a great selection of games to choose from. And before we want to get into this, I want to mention also the Luverne Ball Club. What a game between Goshen and Luverne.
27-26.
27-26, and boy, what a football team Goshen and Luverne have. And if nothing, I tell you what, if they keep playing the way they are, Neil, Luverne and Goshen could be playing for the marbles.
I'm going to tell you what, they're both really good football teams. What are they, 11 miles apart?
That's right, 11 miles apart. And, of course, Coach Riles was raised out here at South Montgomery. And, and of course,
still lives
Coach
in Grady.
Snyder was raised right there. They've known each other all their lives. And what two great programs at Goshen and at Luverne. And I know everybody's excited. Of course, we're already way beyond the halfway mark.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking now about playoffs
and region championships.
And I would like to say this about Charles Henderson. Of course, they lost a pretty tough one against Greenville this past weekend, but a bad past week. But they still are in pretty good shape as far as the region goes.
They are.
And if they can win a couple of games there in the region, and it's just like I say to people talking about bowl games and football, if you make it to the playoffs, you've done what 99% of every team wants to do is make it to the playoffs.
Goal number one.
That's goal number one. And Charles Henderson is definitely within reach of that, and so continue to support them. And of course,
they went 3-7 last year, which is unheard of, and made the playoffs, which I didn't even think was possible.
That's right.
Well, they let 4 teams from every region in.
And of course, there's a few stumbling blocks. One of them's Valley, who has a very good team. Tallahassee is another one, and then Carroll High this weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, that game can be seen live on Troy Cable starting at 6:45 tonight. So that should be quite a game. You'll be doing the game on the Charles Henderson Network.
Yep.
Which the Charles Henderson Network, everybody says, well, what is that? Well, since 1984, we've been doing Charles Henderson games every Saturday morning.
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock on Troy Cable. And, of course, I retired my part of it, doing the play-by-play, and Neil and Wiley do a great job and are having fun
really
with all of that. And
we miss
you. It's a traditional thing, Charles Henderson High football, every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and you are making it possible.
Well, we really enjoy it, Mike. Yeah. It's fun.
Well, you two are, of course, best friends, and y'all do a great job, no question about it. And you love Troy. That's what's important.
That's right. Both of us are big Charles Henderson people.
Yeah. When we're doing the games, of course, we try to be as biased as we can be.
No, we're a little bit homer.
At the end, we're all homers. But Carroll High Ozark has had a lot of success within the last 2 or 3 years and 4 years. Their teams have been really good, but for some reason, it's not working quite as good for them this year.
I don't think their offensive line is quite as dominant as it has been in the last 2 or 3 years.
And everybody says, well, offensive line, how about running backs? Well, let me tell you this. Running backs are just ordinary if they have a poor offensive line.
Yeah.
But they're great when they have good offensive line.
Exactly right. Exactly
so
right.
they're the guys in the trenches that make it happen. Of course, again, this show is brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass. What a tremendous inventory of trucks, cars, and trucks. And believe you me, they'll beat anybody's deal at Premier. Premier deal is
come on, Jason, get out of that bed.
Jason Gregory. As our good friend, and I tell you what.
Jason's probably having a tough time. He picked Auburn to beat Florida 49-17 on the show.
Well, and there's no question, and he will not deny that he's not a big Auburn fan. He's been that way all his life.
That's right.
And, I tell you what, we're sure glad that man had moved to Troy, Alabama. I'll tell you what a difference he had made. You talk about hitting the ground running. He came in here the first year he was here. He gave $79,000 for education. Awesome. For not just the city schools, but the county schools and schools that needed help with certain things. And now he's working on the same premises of supporting his community by giving to the hospital and providing some needed revenue that will help our hospital provide a cancer treatment facility or the cancer clinic there, which is going to be wonderful. Well, let's get into it, Mike. It's going to be a great week of college and high school football. Neil is here. He's ready to go, and always very competitive in this. But, ladies and gentlemen, watch real closely. The guy in pink will let you know who's going to win in high school. Okay, Georgiana at Elba, and Georgiana last you're talking about 2 or 3 years. The past 2 or 3 years, their program was one of the best in Class 2A.
Played for the state championship.
State championship every year. But they're down for some reason.
Down a little bit this year.
But don't forget this. There are players on that team that remember how good they were, but I'll still take Elba.
I'll take the Elba Tigers as well.
The Georgiana's 1A. They're not 2A.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for
against 1A.
Thanks for correcting me.
I still can't believe when I talk about Elba being 1A.
I know.
I think Glenn Johnson will get his first win tonight. I'll take Elba.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. Everybody takes Elba. Lou Verne at Holland Home, and watch out. The Flying Squadron is red hot, and a perfect situation for the squadron for bragging rights in the county to take Highland home here. But Lou Verne got it. Highland Home's gonna have to prove it to me. I'm gonna take Lou Verne.
This is for the county championship.
That's right. Yeah.
Laverne has already beat Goshen and Brantley, so if they beat Highland Home, they go undefeated in the county. And Laverne, Coach Scott Riles has just got them on a roll. Highland Home will play Inspired at home tonight, but I got to go with the Lou Verne Tigers.
I'll tell you something about Coach Riles.
It don't matter. I'm going to take Highland Home.
Well, wait a minute now. What is the best place to eat, Mike? I'm going to be hungry when I go over to Highland Home. What's the best place to eat?
It Don't Matter Cafe.
It Don't Matter Cafe. Mike, don't be acting smart with us. People want to know where they eat when they go to that game tonight.
I'm going to take the Fighting Will Townseys. They're 5-1. I think Lou Verne's beat up from the game against Goshen. I'm going to take Highland Home to pull
Well,
up.
that's
I
big.
beat them in the regular season last year, though, as well.
Highland Home from down in that bottom. You officiated down there a few times.
I have.
Lou Verne beat them in the playoffs, though, so that's all that matters. Owners.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you, from a guy that's sitting right next to me, it's not an easy place to play. What do they call that place?
I don't know the name of the stadium, but it is down in a hole. And man, when they put that sound of that jet coming over them speakers,
yeah, the squadron.
Woo, it's
probably
tough.
the only sports team in America named after a flying squadron.
It may be.
And the gold and the blue, but I've got to go to Luverne. All right, Neil.
I got Luverne.
Luverne, and Mike goes with Highland Home.
Yeah, this game's going to be sponsored by the Hyundai plant up there. Since it's right up the road from there.
Okay. Well, we didn't want to do that. Hey, listen. This show is brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks. And we could care less. We could care less about that other dealership up there.
I'm not talking about the dealership. I'm talking about Hyundai's up the road from there.
Yeah,
the manufacturing plant.
No question. All right, Charles Henderson at Carroll Ozark, and that is the game of the week. Troy Cable will be there starting at 6:45 tonight from Matthews Stadium in Ozark. Great venue. You know, it's going to be cooler. Like you said, that haze is going to be in the air, all that steam trying to come up with that cold air. It's going to be a wonderful night for football.
It will be.
And it's just a short drive to Ozark for that game. And I know you and Wiley are excited about it. Who do you like here?
Yeah, we're going to leave about 4:30 and go down there and eat El Palacio before the game.
It's been popular a long time. I don't know why, but it's been popular a long time.
We're going to go down there and get us some El Palacio. Mike, you know my heart bleeds orange and blue.
I know that.
And we're going to go down there, and we will be homers on the tape that we're filming.
That's right.
Can't help it. But Charles Henderson had 7 personal fouls against Greenville last week.
How do you do that? Man, oh, man.
The player's just a little out of control.
Yeah.
3 of them.
A little out of control.
Well, 3 of them got ejected, and they were all 3 big starters.
Will they be able to play tonight?
They'll have to sit out first half against Ozark.
Yeah.
So for that reason only, one of them being the starting quarterback for Charles Henderson, Puka Jones.
Oh, no, he's not going to be there.
I will take Carroll of Ozark because of the personal fouls and the ejections. I think Charles Henderson may have the better team, but they have shot themselves in the foot before they even get on the bus.
Oh, man.
So even though I'm pulling for Charles Henderson, I'll be down there filming them. I'll be orange and blue. Let's go. I think we're behind the 8 ball in this one with all the ejections.
A good friend of yours.
Who is even the backup quarterback, Charles Henderson?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
He's a left-handed kid. His name is, he's a pretty good little player, though.
Yeah, he's not bad, but, he's not the starter.
But I'm going to take Charles Henderson. Ozark's down. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with them, but our good friend that lives here in town that you play golf with is quite a coach there.
Yeah, he plays golf and
every Saturday morning.
Saturday morning,
regardless win or loss, he's playing golf at the Troy Country Club every morning.
Yeah,
and a great guy.
Super.
Super is an excellent coach. And
give me Will Matthews and give me Les Perrault. I'm taking Carroll Ozark.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah, playing at home means something as well.
I don't understand about this Charles Henderson program. I hear about these personal fouls every single season. This gets brought up on the show.
Well,
I mean, how can you not have enough discipline in your program that this doesn't happen?
That's a question.
I don't understand it.
That's just a question that needs to be answered. I don't know. It seems like Coach McCoy is a great guy, a great human being.
Probably
good play caller.
Most organized coach I've been around a long time.
And I just don't know. I don't know. I just tell you the facts. They happened. The flags came out and they were penalized.
I mean, what do they do? Get in a fist fight to get kicked out of the games?
It's all post. It's all after the play. And it's all those penalties are dead ball penalties after the play is over with.
If that doesn't happen, that is a close game between Greenville.
It sounds like officiating crews are looking for Charles Henderson.
They got that. Maybe. That's the talk. Oh, you going to officiate Charles Henderson? Uh-oh. Maybe that's the talk. Maybe they are looking for Charles Henderson players. That could be part of it. I don't know. But we had one kid. Hit a guy square in the face mask with his hand right in front of the official after the play.
You can't do that.
You can't swing and hit. He's out. Then you had the quarterback.
How did he get? What did he do? How did he get in trouble?
I've heard two stories, and I can only say one is true. I saw the football go flying down the field about 30 yards on the ground.
Oh.
That he slung the football down the field.
Okay.
But I was also told that he threw it at the official.
Oh, no.
And it missed the official.
Well,
this was after the play now. After the play.
All hearsay, too. Now.
And then I heard that there were some expletives when he threw the football at the official. Now, I don't know if it went at the official. I was calling the game, and I did see the ball go scooting down the field about 20 yards.
So it could be a very interesting game tonight, and hopefully Charles Simpson will find a way.
Ozark's not horrible, Dad. They're 2-3.
I know it. I know they're not bad.
And they've been competitive.
Yeah.
Charles Simpson's 2-3, are they?
Yes.
Yeah. No, they're
2-4.
Yeah,
they're 2-4. 2-4.
Brantley at red level. Brantley should handle that
Maybe a blowout.
They say this Tucker Gilchrist is some player, just a ninth grader,
and can really throw it.
And can throw it like what they call it with spin on it. You know.
Yes.
They say he can spin the ball already, and he's going to be somebody to watch for a long time.
Sir.
Pike County now. Pike County is playing
Slocum.
Slocum. Yeah, add Slocum with it. And of course, Mike wants Brantley. Yeah. Everybody wants Brantley.
Pike County as well.
Pike County against Slocum, the Red Tots. But you know now Slocum.
Kenny Keith to the woodshed last week.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but I will tell you this: Slocum is a pretty good football team. But like I said way back in the first of the year, this is going to be a hard. As long as that big tailback there, Pike County. As long as he's there, they're going to win. I'll take Pike County.
He had such a great quarterback last year. I mean, is it amazing that they're just this good without him?
Let me just say this. All you got to do is just hand off. You know, you don't have to have, when you got running between the tackles, you don't have to have a big, fine offensive line.
They got three my hands on the team.
And they got all those my hands.
And all three of them are studs.
One of them's Derek, no one's Derek.
That's right. And the other one's Benny.
And the other one's Benny.
Benny, Derek, and Derek.
They have a Benny Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look out.
They got a Derek and a Derek. It's a D-A-R-R and a D-E-R-R.
All right, Mike, you like Pike County.
Benny Mahan probably didn't want to play college football. He started playing high school ball when he was about in the 6th grade.
That's right.
He was probably tired of football about the time
he played a long time. I know he started as an 8th grader. He might have started before then.
Yeah.
He started as a 7th grader.
He was a grown man when he was in the 8th grade. Let's say that. You know. Okay, Pike Liberal and Fort Dale. Pike, I tell you.
They got off the schneid last week.
No better, classier guy out there than the people that are running.
Gene Allen.
Gene Allen and the people that are running Pike Liberal. He's a great
really
guy.
Like him, yeah.
Great guy. And this is a big game. This is his old Fort Dale. A lot of his old buddies,
stomping grounds, Greenville area.
That's right. Coach went to Crenshaw Christian years and years ago. And they've been rivals ever since. I'm going to take Pike Liberal.
Pike Liberal did get off the schneid a little bit last week. They beat Abbeville pretty bad, but
different classifications.
Classifications. I'm going to take Fort Dale. Pike Liberal on the. It's homecoming at Pike Liberal.
Oh yeah, it's big.
And the homecoming festivities get in the way, and I think Fort Dale wins the game.
Okay, all right. You're the most popular guy.
I know, man. I know.
I like Pike
Picking
Liberal.
against the home team.
All right, Mike, who do you like?
I guess I'll take Pike Liberal at home. Fort Dale's only 2-4.
Yeah, and of course, a big rivalry here. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be played right here.
Pike Liberal, you did the coaches
on the road.
Getting these injured players back. Don't they have a lot of guys that were hurt?
Yeah, they did. They're not big and strong like they've been in the past. They just didn't have the big guys. So up front they're getting beat a lot up front because of the size part of it. But he's making them competitive, and they still have a chance for a playoff. Providence and Providence and and of course the Bobcats against Kenny Keith's team. Kenny's lost only one game, and that was to Pike County. I tell you what, I played against all my life, and that black and that gold has a lot of pride at home.
They do.
I'm going to say Op's going to beat Providence.
I'm taking Providence. I think they rebound from the Brundage game and get back on their winning ways.
Yeah. Very good school. A lot of people, especially a lot of people that say Ozark Providence is right there in that theme where you got Providence, and then you got Carroll Ozark, and then you got the Dothan schools, and then people like Rehoboth and so forth make a decision on what school they want to go to. Mm-hmm. And Kenny Keith's done a great job.
He really has. I'll take Kenny Keith tonight.
Kenny Keith, and all right.
I'm gonna take Providence Christian. Ops 3-3.
Ops got a quarterback that's really good, and they're playing at home. I'm gonna take Ops. Okay, here's another good one. Calhoun at Goshen, and
Goshen kills them.
Goshen.
Point blank.
To be honest with you, this will be a big mismatch, and take Goshen.
I'll take Goshen.
Okay, we're gonna go on a break right after this. Central of Hayneville won a football game over Sampson last week. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, and it was kind of shocking.
You know,
not sure what happened.
We all say if the ball was round, Central of Hayneville would be the best team we talk about every week. But,
that's right.
But they're evidently got enough good players to beat a pretty good team like Sampson.
I know. It was a shocking upset, but it did happen. And
so Central of Hayneville at Zion Chapel. I want to go with Zion Chapel here, and I'm going to go with them by the hair of my chinny chin, whatever you call it.
I'm going to go with Zion Chapel as well. I had lunch with their quarterbacks coach yesterday, Noah Lowry, and he assured me. He said, Mr. Neal, we got this one. So
all right.
I'm taking Zion Chapel.
And, of course, a great program. How about you, Mike?
I'll go out and I'll take Central. I'll say they win 2 in a row. If they beat Sampson, Sampson's got better athletes than Zion Chapel. I mean, I've seen both programs, and I think Sampson, I know for sure, has a better team than Zion Chapel. So if they can beat Sampson, they can beat Zion Chapel.
So you going to take Central of Hayneville?
Yeah.
You're taking Central of Hayneville? Wait a minute here. Okay, I got you. You're the only guy in the last 10 years that's taken Central of Hayneville.
That's all right. He's going out on a limb.
If they were playing at Central of Hayneville, I might think about it.
I have no clue what happened in that game against Sampson. I don't know if they knocked Sampson's quarterback out and knocked the other quarterback out or what. Well, they won, but
I think that would have been what they had to do because that quarterback at Sampson,
Coach McCoy's nephew.
Coach McCoy's nephew is quite a player. We're going to take a short break brought to you by our good friends at Trojan Auto Parts, located on South Brundage Street, right here in Troy, Mike Kilcrease and all the great folks. And, of course, we appreciate Troy Bank and Trust Company for all of the support that these local banks give to our schools. We'll be back in just a moment.
Big discounts, big selection, and really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down. And you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down. And payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Are you a driver trainee looking for a job? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, where we reimburse you for your driver training pay. Thank you so much for bringing Reed State to Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Absolutely. And now that we brought them to you, what do you have to offer them?
I have a lot to offer them. I can offer them 401k. I can give them 4% of their gross pay. I can give them Blue Cross Blue Shield. I can get them home twice a week and every weekend. That's right, twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Thank you, sir.
Piggly Wiggly's local butchers are on site at both stores and will help you select the best cuts of meat and trim them to your liking. Our USDA choice beef is the most consistently tender, juicy, and flavorful beef you can buy, all at cost plus 10%.
Are you ready?
Your Troy Road Mart is your one-stop tire store. We carry major brands like Firestone, Bridgestone, Michelin, Toyo, BF Goodrich, and a whole lot more. We also carry semi, farm, and lawn and garden tires. So come see us today at your local Troy Road Mart for some really hot deals on tires. We've been serving our friends and neighbors all across the Wiregrass since 1974. And remember, Road Mart offers nationwide road hazard warranty.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
You would know. Right?
Well, you think I would. You think I would.
Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate all of our sponsors so much and for providing us this opportunity to come into your house this morning. And, yeah, we're laid back at its very best. Hot cup of coffee and, of course, good friendship. And I've known Neil since he was a little boy and known his daddy longer than that. And, you know, you between you and your wife, y'all got quite a nest egg here in Pike County, don't you?
We do love it here.
Of course, Glenn Daniel, good morning to you. And does Glenn drink coffee?
Yeah, he probably
he's having a cup of coffee this morning. And one of my favorite people on this earth.
We need to mention also Crenshaw Christian Academy, who's undefeated under Coach Grant. They're playing Jackson Academy this week, just so people know they're playing tonight as well.
Jackson has been in the past a pretty good football team, but
he's down a little bit this year.
Yeah, and of course Crenshaw's loaded.
I mean, Crenshaw played for it all last year. It looks like they're going to win a state championship the way it's going right now.
Well, I hope so.
Well, yeah, that would be big. And also want to mention big, if you love the Bluegrass. The Bluegrass Hall of Fame is located in Henderson, Alabama, as far as we're concerned. And that's going to be going on. It's free.
Really?
You can go out and have you ever gone to it?
I've never been to it.
Oh, gosh, it's huge. And of course,
you used to take a camera down there.
Rex Locklear, what do we used to? And that reminds me, on a somber note, we lost a great friend.
Who's that?
Kyle Rollins.
Kyle Rollins.
Cal
Rollins, who has been on this show, who used to go out with our cameras and film that
the Bluegrass
Rex
Festival.
Locklear deal every year, and it was wonderful footage, and he played the guitar, and Cal Rollins came down here from Michigan to live, and his wife was from Troy, and they worked for many years in Detroit at General Motors, and she came down here after they retired, and Cal came with her, of course, a retired school teacher. Wonderful person.
He lived in the Troy Country Club for years.
That's right, and he, of course, very active in the First Methodist Church of Troy, and came on our show many times over the years, and what a great man, Kyle Rollins. Of course, we lost him. He was right at 90 years old, and his folks came down and got him, and they took him back. 2 weeks later, he was dead. But Kyle Rollins, a wonderful, wonderful man. Our prayers were with him and his family, and he always had that beautiful home out there in the country club area, and on top of the roof had a big rooster. I don't know if you ever noticed. And he also had the big turtle, and all that. But what a great man, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mike. Okay, let's get going with college football, and we were going to give you a freebie, or at least I'm going to say it's a freebie. Who won the Appalachian State?
I'll take App State.
App State, and
App State had a huge win on the road. They remain undefeated, beat Lafayette 17-7.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a quick preview of the Sun Belt Conference. No question in anybody's mind, those are the two best teams in the Sun Belt so far.
Well, Georgia State's pretty good.
Yeah, Georgia State's pretty good, but again,
App State, yeah, and
Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah, they don't want you to say Lafayette anymore.
No, it's Louisiana.
University of Louisiana.
Yeah, University of Louisiana.
That's like them coming over here and saying Troy State.
That's right. It does sound a lot better and a lot bigger. But these are two real fine teams, and Appalachian State won that game. Was that game played at
it was played in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was selling crowd.
Was it a good crowd?
Yeah, Lafayette, yeah. Wednesday night football, man. You can't beat it.
I know it, no question about it. All right, Syracuse lost last night. I'm giving you 2 free picks, Neil.
NC State.
North Carolina State edged out.
Jason Gregory, if you're watching, take NC State.
Exactly. And, of course, Jason, you can write that down and bring it on in here.
I'm going to take a picture of it, email it to and text it to him and say, here's the winners.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now we're going to give away that big cooler.
Doesn't he have
long.
Is the shoot today? Where they shoot the clays?
I don't know. I need
maybe where he is.
Find out. Need to find out, because I've got a friend of mine who wants to shoot in those clays. And if you want to shoot in the clay tournament, clay shoot, call Jason Gregory at Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram Trucks today. And
ask Steve. He's the big hunter. When does deer hunt season start?
When is bow season open, Steve? October 15th is when bow season starts, and that's this week. Is it this weekend?
5 days.
Yeah. 5 days, so we'll be watching that closely. All right, here we go. Miami versus Virginia. This game's been played in Miami, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Manny Diaz got Miami off to a 2-3 start. They were beat by Virginia Tech last week, which was kind of surprising, even though they came back and tied it late. Virginia's only lost to Notre Dame at Notre Dame and actually led at half. I just think Virginia and Bronco Mendenhall is the better team.
I do too. I'll take
Hey, Bronco Mendenhall against what's the other guy?
Hurricanes. Manny Diaz.
Mendenhall against Diaz. That's gonna be a battle, man.
Yeah, me too.
I tell you what, first-year coaches really do struggle. We're starting to see that at Troy as well.
Right. I'll take the lawyers. The lawyers, that's the law school.
All those yuppies out there.
I just think I saw a headline. I didn't click on the article and read it, but Miami's making a change at quarterback. Mike, did you read that?
And I thought he was pretty good first of the year. What do you think, Mike?
Well, I mean, Dan Enos is a quarterback coach, offensive coach. He was the guru at Alabama last year, so he's been critical of the starter ever since the Florida game, which I thought he played pretty good against Florida.
Well, there was an article this week that he's changing quarterbacks. Jason, you're live on the air.
But I watched Miami against Florida. Miami looked really good.
All right, hold on a second. We got Jason on the air.
Jason, Mike's talking to you on the air.
Good morning, Jason. How you doing?
Good morning, Mike.
And of course, where are you, Jason? We're looking for you everywhere, man.
Man, we just trying to do a little business. I'm trying to get over it. Sinus cold.
I understand.
Gotcha.
We're going to be giving away a Yeti cooler on our show, compliments of Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram Trucks.
Yes, sir, absolutely. You just come on by and get that trivia question right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got a trivia question. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. We got several to choose from.
Yeah. Of course, how are things going out at Premier? You selling a lot of cars and trucks?
Yes, sir. It's been an unbelievable first 10 days of the month. I mean, cars are flying off the shelf.
Well, it's because you know what? They go in and they look around, and then they see it's no way they can leave without a deal from Premier. They'll beat anybody's deal, from what I hear.
That's right, absolutely. This weekend is going to be big for us, and we want to extend our deal all the way through the weekend. And I mean, it's big, and we brought an extra 40, 50 cars just to meet the needs for this weekend sale.
And with this sale comes a Yeti cooler.
If you buy a vehicle, used,
new or used, you're going to give them a cooler. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeti cooler. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Jason, it's good to hear from you this morning, and hope you'll get better. And I know you'll be out there going hard this weekend.
Yes, sir. We're gonna make it. We got extra folks gonna be on site this weekend appraising cars. Make sure we get the top dollar for everyone's trade-in this weekend.
All right, brother. Thank you so very much, and we'll be hearing from you soon then.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
I sent you my winners. You can look at those and cheat when you make your picks.
Yeah, that's right. I'll bring you out. What we'll do, we'll bring you out a list of the picks today.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
See you, Jason.
Jason Gregory.
All right. Bye-bye.
And why not go ahead right now? We'll take the first call for a Yeti Cooler. But you're going to have to answer this.
What is your trivia question going to be? When are you going to be starting?
Mike wants to do the
if
trivia.
I let it go early, people
they'll Google it.
Will Google it. You're right. So I want the guy that answers this phone to win this cooler to legitimately win it. You know.
Yep.
We'll take the 17th caller.
No, we're gonna take the first.
We're gonna take the first caller. The first caller right now on the Yeti Cooler. And I had a guy come up the other day. He said, "My son stood by that phone all day long." But it's right now.
We're gonna start giving them away on our show too. So be
make
looking for that. Sports Chat with Neil and Wally on Sunday night at 6. We're also going to try to give away some Yeti coolers.
And I would like to.
That's a little bit bigger deal than your pizza you give away now.
I know.
Well, I would like to say this.
I'm gonna tell you what, though, them pizza, they take that pizza serious, Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
On Facebook, a lot of people do vote on that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They love it.
This question that the winner is going to have to answer should be very well known in Troy circles. You know, if you're a Troy fan over the years, you should know.
It's a Troy football question?
You should know this question to win the Yeti Cooler. So call in right now and win the Yeti Cooler. But right now, let's keep picking these games.
Now, you know what's happening?
What?
You've made everybody gun shy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why is that?
They don't want to call in and embarrass themselves.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
He didn't even say what the question was going to be.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, I'm not calling in, I'm embarrassing myself.
Well, all right.
I guarantee if he's doing a question, it's extremely easy.
All right, well,
did you hear that?
Do you want me to go ahead and ask the question?
Yeah, go ahead. We got it's 8 o'clock. Go ahead and do it.
All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna. This should be easy for Troy people.
All right, now
Troy had won 3 national championships in football.
You taking the first caller?
The first caller.
Okay.
Name the 3 coaches and the year they won the national championship.
Let's see.
This is my question.
Look, there it goes right there. It goes right there. It just came right on real quick. Mike gonna put you on hold.
Let's see.
This is for the Yeti Cooler right here, but he's got to answer these questions. Good morning. Good morning. You're on Today in L.A. How you doing?
They put you on hold. Hello?
Hello. Let's see if this will do it right here. Good morning. You're on Today in L.A. How you doing? Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you got me.
Hello. Good morning. You're on Today in L.A. How you doing? Well, we're not going to fool.
Mike.
Hello.
This is
You
Mike.
got me again.
All right, we'll wait for the call to come in.
Whoever.
Right now.
I've already given the answer to this question on the show 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you have? Well, we'll give it again. How about that?
Okay, we need to start picking some college games, don't we?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll have somebody call in.
Somebody called in and put us on hold.
Yeah, and put music in our ears.
The question is, they won 3 national championships in football. What years? Who were they?
No, they got to name the head coaches and what year the year they won the national championship.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on Today in L.A. How you doing?
Hey, Coach, this is Joel. You got an answer yet?
No, man.
Good
Go ahead
morning,
and give
Mr.
it to
Williams.
us.
Okay. We got Billy Atkins, 68, Chan Gailey, 84, and Rick Rhodes, 87.
You win the Yeti Cooler, my friend. Now, who is this again?
Joel Williams.
Joel Williams. Joel, congratulations, man.
Thank you, Coach.
My lawyer buddy, Joel Williams, wins the Yeti Cooler this morning, and all you have to do is go out to the dealership, Joel, and buy a new vehicle, and they'll give you a Yeti Cooler.
Oh, we forgot to tell you about the vehicle part.
Now, let me tell you this, too. They've got several different colors to choose from, Joel, and just go out to the dealership today and say, I won the Yeti Cooler, and it's yours, my friend. Joel Williams.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Attorney at law. Are you wearing seersucker today, or is it getting too cold for seersucker?
No, it's after Labor Day. No seersucker.
Are you wearing a bow tie or a regular tie?
Just a regular tie today.
All right, brother. We'll see you soon here. And congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Joel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's Joel Williams, attorney at law, wins a Yeti cooler. He's perfect for that, isn't he? He's a little Yeti himself, isn't he? And, of course, he's quite a guy, and quite a supporter of our show, and I'm glad he won.
So who won?
Joel Williams.
Joel Williams.
Oh, great. Joel's a good guy.
Yeah, all right. All right, well, let's keep moving now. We've got Colorado and Oregon. And it's now dead, straight up 8 o'clock, and we're having a lot of fun here on our show. Neil Armstrong is our guest this morning, and of course,
Oregon's guys played a lot better than against Cal. I was not impressed.
Well, they won the game.
Yeah, they won the game, but I mean, they were a huge favorite, 21.5, and shoot, I think Cal was leading in the fourth quarter. Colorado's had a heartbreaking loss to Arizona. Colorado's done a great job this year under Mel Tucker's first-year head coach.
There's something about, back to the Oregon game, though, Cal has a good defense, evidently.
They do.
And because
Cal lost their starting quarterback for the year and played a backup, and, we're actually leading at the half as well.
Yeah.
I'll take Oregon to win, but I like Colorado in that 21.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to blow them out.
Do mention the line on every one of them we hear, so people will understand where we're coming from.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll take the Ducks as well.
All right, so he's going to say thank you so much.
Scott's glad to hear that.
You're talking about Oregon. He just walked in here, Prefontaine guy. And, of course, he was wanting to win that Yeti cooler so bad. Okay, I'll take Oregon, and everybody takes Oregon?
Yeah, think so.
All right, okay. Let's see. Everybody took Virginia before. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right, let's go with this one. This is the big one, the Red River Shootout. And it's so early in the morning.
11 a.m.
And, of course, this is going to be a good one, but I don't think anybody has a chance against the grown man at Oklahoma. This is a grown man playing with boys.
Jalen Hurts?
Yes, sir. If they got in a fist fight, I'd say he'd win it, too. I mean, he looks like a
boxer.
Yeah, he does. You know who he favors, don't you?
I'll take the Sooners. Who?
Mike, who do you think he favors?
I mean, we talked about it yesterday. You think he looks like Evander Holyfield?
Evander Holyfield.
You see where he's making a comeback at age 56?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Evander Holyfield announced he wanted to fight one more time. He's 56 years old.
Oh, boy.
He said, I really don't have any brain left. I might as well get hit a few more times.
That's right. Just one more time.
Oh, man.
I'll take Oklahoma, but I like Texas maybe to cover. The line is 10.5, over under 75.5.
There'll be some points in this one.
I'd go under, though, with that kind of.
Normally when those over and unders are that high is when they score 90 and 100.
That's right. But a lot of times.
This game was split last year. Oklahoma got beat by Texas early and then beat Texas
in the championship.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I hear about this game. A lot of people think that Oklahoma hadn't played anybody. And then at the same time, everybody says that Oklahoma's better on defense than they've been being. So I tell you, I'd hate to have to play Oklahoma right now. I'd take Oklahoma in a big way over Texas.
Well, we know Texas has played somebody. They played LSU and played them down to the wire.
Down to the wire.
That's right. Well, you're exactly right, my friend. All right, so everybody takes Oklahoma? Okay, Memphis and Temple. This is yours, Neil. Who do you like here?
Well, Temple seems to play everybody tough, especially in Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly.
But Memphis they're playing too good. I like Memphis.
They're undefeated, one of the undefeated teams out there. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, Temple is having a really good season as well. They're 4-1. Beat Maryland, beat Georgia Tech. This is going to be a tough game. The line's 5. I'll take Memphis, though. I think it'll be a close one.
I do, too. I'll take Memphis.
Of course, Memphis goes to Temple. I'm going to take Memphis, too. So
it'll be pretty cold up in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Nebraska at Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm calling them Minnie. Nebraska at Minnie. I think Minnie's a better football team.
Speaking of undefeated.
Yeah.
P.J. Fleck.
That's right.
Row the boat.
That's right.
He did miracles at Western Michigan. And Minnesota gave him a chance off of doing so well at Western Michigan, and I'll be darned if he hadn't built a program right there at Minnesota. The Golden Gophers are undefeated. I'll take Minnesota.
I'll take the Golden Gophers. Mike, who do you like?
He must like to coach in cold weather when you go from Western Michigan to Minnesota.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna take Minnesota. The line's 7.5 against Nebraska.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody takes many. Georgia Tech at Duke. What in the world has happened to Georgia Tech? They're not even competitive, Mike.
They got a new coach.
Citadel. They got beat by Temple 24-2. Jeff Collins actually was the head coach at Temple and had it going pretty good there and decided to take the Tech job. I'll take Duke to bounce back. They lost last week to Pittsburgh. They're 17-point favorite.
Golly, that's
I'll take Duke as well. I just got a text from a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Danny Lee.
Yes, sir. He got messed up again, but he's right away.
Danny Lee.
Where were you this morning, Danny?
Danny Lee said he was the first caller, and we hung up on him.
But all we could hear was music.
He said, "Tell Mike he owes me a cooler."
No, I know, but what I'm saying though, it was music. We didn't hear it.
I don't know.
It just never came through.
I don't know.
Well, tell him we got a long football season left.
Yeah, you're right.
And we'll ask that same question next week.
And he's one of our top guys too, and we appreciate him.
Yeah. Sorry, Danny.
Why don't we do a nickname question next week for Danny Lee, and he'll get it.
No,
he's got every mascot in. He knows every mascot.
Every mascot. I would tell very few people in America can do what he does. No question about it. All right, Maryland and Purdue, just shoot in here because one of them got to have some relief. What do you think?
I'm gonna tell you, I originally circled Maryland. They got the old Alabama coach up there, and they were scoring a lot of points early, and now they're struggling a little bit. But Purdue is struggling too. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take Purdue at home. I don't know who to pick in this game.
Purdue. We are Purdue. Mike, the coach can't play. Maryland, you don't know what Maryland's going to show up. Maryland's got a lot of firepower, though. Who do you like?
Yeah, I think this line's so low because Maryland's starting quarterback Josh Jackson, the kid that transferred from Virginia Tech, who was really good. The season's out for this game, so Maryland will be playing a backup quarterback.
Those are things people need to know.
See,
give me Purdue.
I took Purdue. I'm glad I took Purdue.
A Boilermaker.
I'm still gonna go with Maryland. Purdue's 1-4, and I like Maryland. Purdue only wins against Vanderbilt.
I'm good about the colors of uniforms they wear. What color does Purdue wear?
Black and gold.
Black and gold. What color does Texas wear?
Burnt orange.
Okay, what color does Syracuse wear?
Orange.
What color does Miami wear?
Orange and green.
Syracuse's uniforms forever look like Charles Henderson's uniforms.
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah. Iowa State and West Virginia, and of course our guys having a pretty good year there, Mike.
I'm taking the upset. Neil Brown gets a big victory this weekend. I'm taking the Mountaineers.
I can't do it, man. Iowa State is on a roll offensively right now. They just destroyed TCU, and their 2 losses were just heartbreaking losses.
I'm saying,
I don't think Neil Brown and them can keep up with Iowa State. I'm going to take Iowa State.
Iowa State might have the most outstanding young coach in America. A lot of people are on, and they've lost by narrow margins. I'm pulling hard for Neil, but and I can understand how you can go that route, but I just think, like you said, I think Iowa State's got too many weapons.
Interesting line here, though. The line against Texas was only 11. And the Iowa State line is 10.5 at West Virginia. So
go on.
A lot of respect for Iowa State in this game. I kind of like West Virginia maybe getting under those points.
And that's why the way a lot of folks out there want to hear it. Is that right?
Neil Brown's, he's got a way of being a giant killer.
We're going to take a short break. This show is brought to you by Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram trucks on the bypass right here in Troy, and we appreciate them. And of course, the winner of the Yeti Cooler is Joel Williams, and hopefully you'll get an opportunity next week to win on your show. When is your show now again?
Sunday nights at 6 o'clock.
And you're going to give away a Yeti Cooler?
We're going to give away a Yeti Cooler.
Okay, you're going to give away a Yeti Cooler. And we're throwing this $300 cooler around like it's nothing, aren't we? We'll be back.
Big Discounts, big selection, and big, really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale. Only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down. And you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down. And payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Are you a driver trainee looking for a job? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, where we reimburse you for your driver training pay. Thank you so much for bringing Reed State to Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Absolutely. And now that we brought them to you, what do you have to offer them?
I have a lot to offer them. I can offer them 401k. I can give them 4% of their gross pay. I can give them Blue Cross Blue Shield. I can get them home twice a week and every weekend. That's right, twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Thank you, sir.
Piggly Wiggly's local butchers are on site at both stores and will help you select the best cuts of meat and trim them to your liking. Our USDA Choice beef is the most consistently tender, juicy, and flavorful beef you can buy, all at cost plus 10%.
Are you ready?
Game. Hawaii's 4-1, Boise State's 5-9.
And I tell you, Boise's playing very good football right now.
That game's going to be on. Wow, that's going to be on a late start. 9.
Is that tonight? That game will be played tonight. Is that right? You'll be able to watch it on the way home.
Hope so.
That's Saturday night.
Saturday night. Okay, late game.
Tonight you can watch Oregon, Colorado.
Okay. Washington State and Arizona State. Arizona State is off to a real good start. They've lost one game. And then Washington State's lost a couple of heartbreakers. And one of them, he's got to have nightmares.
And then coach whipped his team on the microphone.
Is that what it is?
And got out, and boy, the press jumped on him. The press jumped on Mike Leach for blaming his players and not himself. So he reversed it.
He got destroyed by Utah,
though. Yeah, I'll take Herm Edwards in the Spear Forks. Is that what you call them?
I don't know, but I'm going to take the same guy.
Sun Devils.
I'm going to take the Sun Devils, too. Mike, who do you like?
What's that thing they hold, the Spear Fork? What is it?
I'll take Arizona State. Herm Edwards, coming out of easy. I guess he was working at ESPN for 10 years and coached him forever. I mean, he was a pro coach, but he's done a great job.
He's a great guy, too. I've watched him over the years. I really like him. But again, they're having a real battle.
This line is really low, though. It's only 1.
And they're
playing at Arizona State.
Playing in Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, it's an early game, though. It's 2:30 kick.
Okay. Missouri versus Ole Miss. And this game's played at...
Do we know the quarterback health?
Yeah, he's going to play.
Kelly Bryant?
He's going to play. He's fun.
This game's played at Missouri. I want you to say it's versus right here. So it's at Missouri. I'll take Missouri to beat them and beat them good.
I'll take Missouri as well.
I was impressed with them.
We talked about this earlier in the week. Missouri lost their great All-American linebacker who had 2 interceptions against Caleb Barker. He's out for the year, torn ACL. Yeah. And Ole Miss has really found a quarterback in Plumlee. Ole Miss is playing pretty good.
Got him off the baseball field.
Yeah.
This Plumlee was a star baseball player for him, wasn't he?
This is Missouri's 5th straight home game. I won't say they win, but I think it's going to be pretty close.
I was very impressed with Missouri. They're very impressed with their facilities. 70,000 seat stadium. I was very impressed with Missouri.
Well, you went there 13 years apart. You went there and
it's been a big difference.
Was it?
With me, and then you went this past weekend.
They have giant facilities. I mean, their arena holds 20,000. They're.
Hey, do you remember when we went with Johnny Williams? We were on the roof of the upper deck watching that Troy game against Missouri.
That was a long time ago. You're right. All right, and this is where Ole Miss could make a statement, but I don't think they will. What do you think?
I got Missouri. I got Missouri.
Everybody got Missouri?
Yeah. If they were playing in Oxford, it might be different, but
Well, yeah, maybe I listened to too much talk radio. A guy yesterday said Mississippi State's not worth a flip. That's why I'm taking Tennessee.
No, I'm taking the Bulldogs.
You like the Bulldogs?
Yeah, Tennessee's just on hard time.
Mike, who do you like?
I mean, I think it's going to be a really close game. Tennessee changed quarterbacks. I don't know if they're going back to Garantano, whatever his name is. It's just really bad up in Tennessee right now. I hate it because Jeremy Pruitt, I met him a couple times. I know Derek Ansley as well, defense coordinator, was great player at Troy, and boy, it's just tough what's going on right now. Mississippi State and Moorhead have been very disappointing as well. I don't know who's going to win this game. I guess I'll take Mississippi State.
Be a good time to take Tennessee. Be a good time to take Tennessee. Believe you me.
Tennessee for a half played Georgia really well.
They did.
Yeah, they did. And they need it. They need it worse than any team in America, maybe. South Carolina at Georgia, and let me tell you, Georgia's starting to play real good.
They are steady. Like they did play a shaky first half last week, just like Mike said against Tennessee. But hey, they're not flashy, but boy, they are solid. Solid. I'll take the Bulldogs.
Big offensive line, and they can run between the tackles. This South Carolina quarterback, though, looks like he's for real, but I'll take Georgia.
Yeah, Holinsky's done pretty well as a starter. Georgia's 23.5-point favorite. I'll take Georgia.
Okay, Arkansas and Kentucky. This is my upset special of the week.
Don't do it.
Arkansas
Don't
to win the football game. Arkansas is going to win the football game.
Don't do it. Big Blue.
All right.
Sawyer Smith is I think QBR ratings maybe the worst of the
worst. It is the worst in America.
All he's going to have to do is hand it off against Arkansas.
He is considered right now the worst quarterback in America.
Of course, he has been injured as well. Yeah, he did all he had to do to beat Florida. The guy misses the chip shot game.
Yeah, that's right. He sure did.
But I'm going to say they beat Arkansas. But Arkansas was a lot better against Texas A&M. But
I'm telling you, people, Arkansas is going to win the football game.
I'll take Kentucky, but this might be the last time I take them this year.
Okay. All right, here we go. Bob Baffert is the head coach at Kentucky. That's where they yeah. All right, here we go. Texas Tech and Baylor. Baylor might be the surprise team.
They got me. They sold me. I'll take Baylor. I'm done picking against Baylor. I am done picking against Baylor.
They're pretty good.
I'll take the Bears.
I'll take Baylor.
Texas Tech played great game. Beat Oklahoma State by double digits last
Sure did, and beat a good Oklahoma State.
I'm not picking against Baylor again.
But they're playing at Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor's 11.5-point favorite. I'll take Baylor.
I'm going to take Baylor, too. We're going to take a short break brought to you by Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep on the bypass. Remember, nobody beats a Premier deal.
At Marguerite's, we've been designing and crafting custom jewelry for 4 generations. It's an art for master jewelers. There's really no room for error. It doesn't matter how big the diamond is. You don't expect anything less than perfection. What matters is quality, beauty, and value. After all these decades, your engagement ring is still our greatest pride. Marguerite's exquisite jewelry.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Big discounts, big selection, and really big deals. It's the big pre-owned sale, only at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Pre-owned vehicles start at $29.95. Over 50 vehicles under $15,000. $29 down, and you can drive today or take advantage of payments starting at $99 a month. That's $29 down, and payments starting as low as $99. From Montgomery to Dothan, the best pre-owned deal are at Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at PremierChrysler.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
War Eagle. The Auburn Tigers, they're not dead yet, ladies and gentlemen. They just had a little shortfall, but they'll be back in action next weekend as they journey to Fayetteville, Arkansas for a big football game between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Auburn Tigers. Take the Tigers all the way because Auburn's going to lead them to victory next weekend in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
And Arkansas will be coming off a big loss to Kentucky.
You know, Auburn already has sold themselves on how much improved they are. And, of course, they lose a few pretty good players. But Auburn's having a very good year, and if they can rebound a little bit, by the time they play Georgia and Alabama, it should be pretty good.
I don't know.
A lot of pressure under Malzahn. I mean, you know, losing Booby Whitlow now. I mean, doesn't look like he'll be back until maybe Georgia, maybe Alabama. I don't even know if he'll be back before then. 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Mike, who is the Williams kid? Is he the wide receiver or the running back? Williams.
Wide receiver.
Williams.
Big wide receiver.
Tuscaloosa, Paul Brown High School. Alabama didn't even recruit him.
Well, they say they're not getting the ball in his hands, and they're not getting the ball in that fastest man in America. They got a run split end that's considered the fastest man in America.
Yeah, Schwartz.
Yeah, but they say they're not getting the ball in his hands.
He only touched it one time.
That's right. Isn't that terrible?
Against Florida.
Boy, you would want to get him in. You'd want to get him in.
Send him deep every once in a while. They don't really do him. Send him deep. They're really going to speed sweeps most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say? You need to get him out there in space. Is that right?
Yeah, throw screen pass to him.
Cincinnati and Houston, Mike. This is one where you're going to have to shoot in here. Houston is without the quarterback. Listen to this, Neil. Houston was moving right along, and everybody that watched them says that's one of the best quarterbacks I've seen this year, this Houston quarterback, running the option and putting a lot of pressure on people. Really great.
Yep.
Well, he walks into the coach's office a week or so ago and says, Coach, I want a red shirt the rest of this year. I don't want to play the rest. So he goes in there and asks for a red shirt.
Well, from what I'm seeing, the coach was involved in it.
I know, but isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that a player can actually say, well, Coach, I've got on this new rule here. That means I can go ahead and redshirt, so I'm gonna quit for this year. I'll be back with you next year.
And let's throw this in there. His favorite receiver was with him.
And so they voluntarily take themselves away from the team, and it changes the whole complexion of this game. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I know, but Houston, rallied around it and blew out North Texas, who they were an underdog to. So. Houston's a 7.5-point underdog to Cincinnati.
Well, Houston might be doing that. They took Troy's All-American cornerback and kick returner, and he's on a red shirt.
Marcus Jones.
They got the 5-star defensive end from Alabama, Noma, out of.
So there's a plan somewhere going up there.
I guess so. They looking at next year.
And
a lot of people think Houston's the biggest school next to Central Florida, as far as will make that jump to be a Power 5. They're non-Power 5 school, but a lot of athletes want to go play there, big city.
Yeah, we got to move on quickly. You like Cincinnati or Houston?
Cincinnati.
I'm going to take Cincinnati, mainly for that purpose alone right there. Okay, big game, Michigan State and Wisconsin. I'll take Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's on a roll. I'll take them.
Give me whiskey.
They're a physical team. They're a team that's going to be tough to beat. All right, Florida and LSU. I just don't see Florida in the same breath with LSU. I'm going to take LSU.
I got LSU too. Very low-scoring game. LSU's been scoring tons of points on everybody. They don't this Saturday, but they find a way to win the game.
If they're gonna frisk anybody going into that stadium Saturday, if they're gonna frisk anybody, they need to frisk the head coach.
He looks like a gangster.
He just looks like he's carrying a heater on him somewhere.
Gangster.
Go Tigers.
I like LSU, and I like that. I like them to cover the 13 as well.
Okay. USC and Notre Dame, one of the biggest rivals. 91 years they've been playing football. People don't believe me, but I'm going to take USC. They get their quarterback back this week. Southern Cal's going to upset Notre Dame.
I'll take the Golden Domers.
All right, touchdown Jesus.
Touchdown Jesus, yeah.
Okay.
I'll take Notre Dame. They're 10.5-point favorite.
All right, so you're going to take Notre Dame. All right, now Florida State and Clemson. I wish I could say that Florida State has a chance, but Clemson's mad. They're not getting any respect. I'll take Clemson.
I'll take Clemson too, but Florida State played better 2 weeks in a row.
They have.
And Clemson's quarterback is having a sophomore jinx.
Yeah,
but Clemson's just too good. I'll take Clemson as well.
Yeah, I'll take Florida State maybe to cover the 26.5. I think that might happen, but I'll take Clemson.
Yeah. A team that probably is not getting near the respect that they deserve, that could be could make a real effort to be in that Final Four when it all said and done, is Penn State. I'm taking Penn State to beat Iowa.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa's awful against Michigan. Got sacked 10 times, quarterback 3-4 interceptions. I'm going to take Penn State. I think they'll outscore them.
10 times, that's about like not having anybody in front of you.
That's like...
You know what? If I was the quarterback, if they...
bumper sticker that they had for Brody Kroll, if you sacked Brody, honk your horn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Auburn sacked him by that time. But what they ought to... The Iowa... quarterback ought to say is no moss. If they can't block any better than that. Okay, I can understand him going in there and saying, Coach, I want to transfer.
I want a red shirt.
A red shirt, you're right. I'll take Penn State. And Mike, you take Penn State.
Yeah.
All right, this one's got points behind it now. Alabama, the Crimson Tide of Alabama, playing at Texas A&M. For some reason, they don't give Texas A&M much of a shot here. And that scares me a little bit. Usually everybody said, oh, they got a good shot at upsetting, but nobody's saying that at all. And then by them not saying it makes me think A&M might play better.
Well, everybody's saying A&M was looking past Arkansas, practicing for Alabama, because Arkansas played Texas A&M so good. I just don't think Texas A&M's that good this year.
And A&M's not getting near the effort out of the quarterback that everybody thought
Kellen
they would
Mond.
have. He had a great bowl game last year. Everybody said, oh, they're going to be tough. Mike, who do you like here?
I'll take Alabama.
All right, give it.
I think Alabama hopefully will come out and play, hopefully their best defensive game of the season. I mean, we've been talking about all week, what Kellen Mond will show up. I like Alabama to cover this line. I think it's around 17. I think Alabama's going to score in the 4.